Hello everybody, this is Kenneth Marks of the Ancestor Hunt. Today I'm going to be showing you a free resource for searching British Columbia historical newspapers. So let's get started. Here is the website. It's historicalnewspapers.library.ubc.ca for Canada. It's brought to you by the University of British Columbia. There are approximately 30 different newspapers from different dates available to you. You can browse them. You can browse by date. And you can do a simple search in all the newspapers, or you can select one or more that you want to search in. I prefer to use the advanced search myself, so let's go there. And you can see the search term that I have from before. You enter the search terms. You can get any occurrence or all occurrences of that search term. You can put in an exact phrase if you have multiple words. You can restrict it to a certain set of dates or to a certain set of newspapers. In this case, I'm going to search all of the newspapers and all of the dates. So let's put in our search term. And we hit search here. In a few seconds or so at the bottom, we are going to see the search results for this search term. There we go. And as you can see, there are 153 hits for the search term Wimster. And they are highlighted, as you can see, in red. I'm going to select one of them. In this case, an article about Keith Wimster. And it brings up the page where Keith Wimster is cited. And there it is. You can move it around. You can see, again, the red highlight for the search term. And let's go through the toolbar and see what we can do with this. We can go to a next page. We can zoom out, or we can zoom in. We can fit it vertically, which would fit the entire page within the display. We can view the entire page in full screen. We can select it and copy whatever we select into our favorite Paint or Photoshop program. We can look at the text that the OCR scan turned up, and there you see over right is Wimster. Let's get rid of that. We can look at the actual details about that particular newspaper, where it came from, the dates, etc. And let's go back. And now we have the option of saving the entire page or parts of the page to a JPEG format or a PDF format. I prefer PDF myself, but first let's look at the different options for saving the article. I prefer to use my snipping tool that I have available on my PC, and as you can see, we just select the area around the article, and there it is. The disadvantage of this, doing it this way, is as you can see, the red highlight is included in the article and the image. I don't like to save it that way, so let's get rid of this and let's go to another option. Again, we can do it in JPEG or PDF. Let's select PDF. It will open up a second tab in my browser, and as you can see down at the lower left, it is loading the page as we speak and doesn't seem to be too quick about it, so we'll wait a bit. When it is completed, in the lower right will be the standard tab that PDFs typically use. And unfortunately, this is not working too fast, so let's reload it and see if that helps. There we go. Usually it takes anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds to bring up PDF. As you can see, the first one took a lot longer than that. And there is the entire page. As you can see, the highlight is no longer there. We have our standard PDF toolbar on the lower right where we can zoom in and out. We can save the entire page or we can print it. In this case, what I would like to do is zoom in a bit, and let's center that a little bit better. So we want to save that. Now we go back to our snipping tool and we can save the image without the red highlights. And I will do that right now. And I'll title that a little differently later. And that's it. That's all there is to it. So we close out of this. We'll close out of the PDF. Again, there's the article. We can now go back to a search, and possibly do another one or refine this one if we wish. And there it is. This is very easy to navigate, very easy to use. I highly recommend it. As you can see, there are 30 some odd newspapers here. So if you've got ancestors or relatives in British Columbia, this is an excellent place to start. I hope you enjoy using the British Columbia Historical Newspaper Collection, brought to you by the University of British Columbia. This is Kenneth Marks from the Ancestor Hunt. Happy hunting.